She does not fit into any stereotype.
It stayed and spread in Esther.
She belongs to a fringe which believes in living life by breaking rules.
It rocked him to the rhythm of an ancient fetal
But if she may seem a rebel without a cause, Arundhati Roy has proven skeptics wrong by donning new roles time and again.
hoovering the knolls and dells of his memory. This
Architect,
40-year-old
screenwriter,
whistled them
filmmaker,
off the tip of his
activist,
tongue,
and now writer.
stripped his thoughts of the words that described them, and left them
Arundhati
bare
today
to
rides the high crest of her life
unspeakable
with the first book,
numb,
The God of
and
Small
to an
Things.
observer, therefore, perhaps,
A
bare
stirring
bare.
story of twins set in
Slowly
Kerala,
over the years,
a book which has
Esther
already created
withdrew
publishing
from the world.
history when international
grew
publishers
accustomed
offered
to
a
studying
whopping
the octopus
$1.5 million for its publishing rights. The God of Small Things.
As a writer, I felt that there was too much negotiation happening, in the process of making a film. It's really not your script that anyone ever sees, but various people's interpretation of your work. And I really wanted to explore avenues that I couldn't explore while I was writing for cinema. It was something that I really enjoyed doing. Actually, it's the most rewarding thing, because I'm not a team person really. I'm somebody who likes to work alone with the minimum possible amount of negotiation. And in the case of my book, there was none. It was just me and the book. I didn't know that I was going to write this book till I wrote it. Till I finished it. It's not like I imagined it in advance and said, now let me sit down and write a book. Until I started writing it, I didn't know I was going to write it. And I imagine if I ever write another book, I won't know that it's going to happen till it happens. But also, I feel completely creatively exhausted. It's not like I've squirreled something away for my next book. So I really have no means of knowing whether I'll ever write another book or not. It's on the one hand in every sense autobiographical, and on the other hand in every sense not, because I think the emotional texture of the book is autobiographical, and there are certain superficial links that you could make with my life. I was born in Kerala and I grew up in Imanam, and I loved that river and so on. Yet the characters in it, again, I know that people can and probably will try and make connections. Oh, this is Arundhati's mother and this is Arundhati's brother. In fact, the characters are all composites of, as all characters in fiction are. Sometimes they ricochet off a real person. The intricate way in which it's structured is not so much because of my screenplay writing. It's much more because of my training as an architect. I see the bones of the story very clearly, and I took 4 years to write this book because of that. Because to me the way I tell the story is very, very important, because my language is mine. I don't rewrite sentences and scrabble around for adjectives and make many drafts or anything. It's just that it's very important and intricately structured, the book. And I don't believe that the best things about this book are filmable. I think it's a very visual book, but I don't think it's visual about feelings, and it's visual about the inside of your heart. It's not, I think it runs the risk of becoming a very crude film. I would be very, very worried about that. Esther would rise from the dead, stand on his bed and say, "Ettu Kochumaria." I want people to leave my book with memories of Esther and Rahel and Ammu and Baby Kochumar, not memories of how brilliant this writer is, or what a wonderful country India is, or how much advance did she get, or who's publishing it. These are ridiculous things to take away from a book. And as it is, I think my book is loaded with so much luggage because of what's been happening in the media, but I trust it, and I trust the people in it. Observed, accounted for. Little events, ordinary things, smashed and reconstituted, imbued with new meaning. Suddenly they become the bleached bones of a story.